32-year-old Noor Mohamed is back from the United States. He was deported back to Mogadishu on the 10th of March alongside 72 others. His story is a very unique one that began in Somalia in 2010 as Al-Shabaab controlled most parts of Mogadishu. Noor will later find refuge in South Africa until 2015, and that's when his desire to migrate to the US struck his mind.
Traffickers charge about $6,000 and more from South Africa to any Latin American country. I didn't have that much, but I managed to fly to Brazil. I knew the journey wouldn't be easy, but I was determined to proceed to the US.
Noor will later be handed over to dozens of traffickers in between, and on some occasions, he will spend a week in prison until he finds a way out. He recalls his journey from Colombia to Panama, a journey that will see him walk through forests, rivers, and dangerous mountains, a journey that will last for 7 days.
We were arrested in Panama and then held in 2 different detention centers for 14 days. Immigration officials took photographs of us, including fingerprints, and then released us. We would later travel to 3 other countries until we reached Texas in the US.
Noor will later be interviewed and placed in a detention facility in Florida. For the next 20 months, he will remain there until a judge denied his asylum request.
Me and my friends went on a hunger strike for 3 days. We would later be transferred to a real prison in Louisiana in March of 2017. And for 9 days, we would remain there until a plane was booked and 75 handcuffed people, including 2 Kenyans, were flown to Nairobi through Senegal and then a different plane to Somalia.
Noor describes to me how the deportation exercise was conducted, that involved handcuffs and chains, and they will fly to Somalia and be unchained at the airport. Back at home, Noor has no plans of staying. He's planning to migrate again soon.
There's nothing left for me here in Somalia. I'm used to working and making good cash. Therefore, I'll have to return to South Africa before the end of the year because the country is faced with the same challenges, including instability.
Somalia is one of the 6 countries affected by a revised travel order issued by US President Donald Trump. But Mogadishu wants that ban lifted against its nationals, arguing that the country is still facing immense challenges. Trump has also relaxed rules of engagement against Al-Shabaab that has seen a sharp increase in US counterterrorism operations in the Horn of Africa. Washington remains Somalia's key ally in its war against terror, injecting millions of dollars in the security sector to rebuild the country. But for now, the fate of hundreds of Somalis in US prisons hang in the balance, with many like Noor longing for a return to peace and stability in Somalia. Abdulaziz, Billow, CGTN, Mogadishu, Somalia.